Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some jerk chicken. You know, everyone has their own way that they do things. This is my way. It's not the traditional, but hey, this is how I do mine. So I've got here some cleaned legs and thighs. I've got about 15 pieces here. Went in, gave them a good clean. And what I did, those little holes, I just poke holes in it for a maximum flavor. I'm going to season with all-purpose seasoning, chicken seasoning. I also have some dry jerk rub as well as some wet jerk rub. I do like to add the seasoning gradually just to prevent you from over seasoning. I think in total I used about 4 tablespoons of each of the seasoning. I went in with about, I'd say 2 first, then I gave it a good rub. Had a little, a little taste. Yeah, just dip your finger like quick, taste it, and then adjust accordingly. And it did definitely need the rest of it, so I just went ahead and did that. Make sure when you're rubbing your seasoning in, you're getting underneath that skin. Move the skin out of the way and just make sure you get the seasoning really up in the cribbits and the corners and the, just, how the thing go, just rub that right in, because we're trying to season every single bit of the chicken, so every bite you get, you're gonna taste a flavor. Now I do like to use the mild jerk paste because I just find the hot one just too overpowering. There is still spice in this one, and if you do want additional spice, you can always just add that at this point, but I'd prefer to control it. Like, the hot one is just too hot for me, but hey, if you like it burning off your tongue, then yeah, try the hot one. But I think just stick to the mild one. You just get so much more flavor out of it instead of just tasting heat. Now, once I finished seasoning this, I did cover this and let it marinate in the fridge overnight. Now, as I said previously, I know this is not the traditional way, but this is my way. Before I put my chicken on the flame, I do like to put it in the oven for about 35 minutes just to, start the cooking process, because hey, standing over hot coal is not for the faint-hearted. Literally, it just takes long, but it's my way. I just find it easier, and the chicken is just moist and juicy. So once I've taken them out of the oven, I do go in with them on the grill. As you can see, my coal is at, just right. When your coal is ready, when it just has that white, whatever it called, white ash over the coal. Now, once I put them on the grill, I do go in and turn them over about every 10 minutes. Now, because the chicken's already half cooked, it shouldn't really take long. So I think maybe about another half an hour or so. But if you've got a thermometer, just make sure you serving up the chicken and it's cooked. You take the temperature if that's your thing. What I do, I just literally break through one of the chicken and make sure that it's cooked. And hey, if you chop it up and it's not cooking, you just put it back. I do like to go in. This is like the juices from the chicken in this bottle with some ketchup. And some people add beer onto theirs. I don't always do it. I do it sometimes, but not always. And just keep wetting up the chicken. It creates the smoke that you need for the chicken to have that really nice smoky flavor. And after about another 35-40 minutes in total, your chicken should be ready. As I said, please make sure you check your chicken that is thoroughly cooked. You know, there's no raw bits inside. If it is, then just put it back for about another 5 or 10 minutes, and there you have it, my take on Jamaican jerk chicken. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will definitely catch you in my next video. Bye.